Any elevation on the planet could have been chosen. You could be looking out over the barren waste of a desert, the vast expanse of an empty ocean, the green canopies of the rainforests of South America, or the plains of Kansas. Still, we're looking out over this fertile valley here, where there's rivers, its lakes, and its mountains. And a variety of fields down there, of different colours, shapes and sizes. All testament to the awesome power of our Creator God. But in this modern day and age, it's not fashionable to mention God. After all, who needs Him? We've been to the moon and back. And thanks to Chrisley and Co, we've cracked the DNA code. And Mr. Charles Darwin gave us the origin of species. Interesting book, that. Read it twice. Evolution by natural selection from variation. Now, I got no problem with the evolution bit, but I got a serious problem with the title of that book. It's got to be the most misleading one in history. The book is about evolution, not creation. And anyone with half a brain will tell you that for anything to evolve, it has to be created in the first place, or some semblance of it. Seed, plant, whatever. So it takes you right back to square one. Who was it when? The Creator? Well, I have no problem with it. I have no doubt, looking down on that valley below me there, of the awesome powers I said about Creator. But there are people going around the planet, intelligent men and women, who will tell you all this happened by accident, as a result of some chance mutation, or whatever. Well, look down there, fellow human being, and tell me how much of that happened by accident. And when you finish looking at this, go to where you've got your nearest mirror. Might be in the bathroom, might be in the car you're driving, and have a look in there, and you can think to yourself, well, am I really the result of a chance mutation? Am I really the result of an accident? Now, I have no problem with the mutation bit. But please don't talk to me about accidental chances. As far as I'm concerned, everything you see down there was planned, right down to the last blade of grass. You can take the human habitation out of it for the minute if you like, and just look at nature itself. No, I'm sorry, fellow human being. I can't go with that chance mutation. I can go with mutation, but not the chance. To me, the awesome power of our creators at work here. But then again, religion creeps into the equation. And when you look around the planet, and you see a vast variety of religions, I'm not surprised that for some people it's confusing. So, if you want the truth, as I've been searching for most of my life, I think you'll find it in the Bible, which is the inspired word of Almighty God. Now, it's an easy matter for me to tell you to read the Bible, because I read it twice myself. And after I finished, I was no wiser than when I started. But thankfully, there are men and women throughout the planet who've devoted their whole lives to interpreting what's in the Bible. And it's one of the reasons I'm up here, to draw your attention to one or two of these people, So if you're searching for the truth, and it's the nearest I've come to it in honesty, a lifetime of searching. The few people I'm going to, well, the one person in particular I'm going to quote for you is the most accurate I've ever come across as an interpretation of the Bible and its prophecies, its content. The person I'm talking about, whose name I'll give you shortly, to my mind has given an accurate view, interpretation if you like, of biblical prophecy that happened in the past, that's happening now, and that will happen in the future. Why do I think it's accurate? Because after reading his books a few times, a picture clicks into place, and you can actually see what happened in the past, and you can actually see what's happening now. And you've got a fair idea of what's going to happen in the future. He's also got views on a variety of religions that are confusing people throughout the planet. You've got the Catholic Church, the Church of Imperial Rome, and its brand of Christianity, which is spread across the planet on the end of a sword, just like its elder brother. I don't suppose you ever heard of the Albiginic Crusade, which was back in the 12th or 13th century. The Pope of the time didn't like some people who were living in the Andeloc in the south of France. They were the Carters. So he mounted a crusade, sent his armies in there. And it took 20 years to wipe 40,000 people off the face of the earth simply because they didn't believe the same as Rome believed. Now, and you've probably heard of the Inquisitions, the tortures, the burnings at the stake of intelligent men and women, simply because they didn't believe as Imperial Rome, the Church of Imperial Rome believed. Well, there's only one question you've got to ask yourself here, fellow human being, and it's simple. The founder of Christianity, that beautiful person that walked the planet 2,000 years ago, the one who said, turn the other cheek, the one who put the ear back after Peter cut it off in the Garden of Gethsemane, do you think he would have lent his name to that kind of barbarity? Answer the question yourself, fellow human being. I won't answer it for you. And then again you get the other crowd going around the planet, telling us that God is great, which is something I already know. But I might think God is great, but I certainly don't know his commandments, especially the fifth one. Do you? Well, the main reason I'm up in this elevation telling you all this is to draw your attention to one individual. His name is Herbert W. Armstrong. He's dead now, lots of mercy in. But as I said, during the course of his lifetime, he spent his whole life studying the Bible. And not only that, he started up a church, which has gone worldwide. Now, the name of the book, or books, the first one I'd advise you get hold of is Great Britain and United States in Prophecy by H.W. Armstrong. And the next one you want to get hold of is Mystery of the Ages by the same individual. Now, these books won't cost you a penny. You can download them, order them from the computer. All you require is an email address and you will find it. Just punch in H.W. Armstrong and you will see all the information you require. Now, I'm not putting a gun to your head, but if you're searching for the truth, or similar to the truth, like I spend most of my life doing, then I would advise you get hold of these, and you can form your own opinion. But as I said before, when people say we don't need God, okay, here's how much you need God. The next time you're walking down the street, or across the park, or up a mountain, you try doing it by breathing the air. I mean, for some of the clever clogs around, it ought to be no problem at all. But you just try doing it, see how long you last. In other words, you need God for the very breath of life. Now, as I said, two of the main reasons I'm up on this elevation is one, to draw your attention to the awesome power of our Creator, and two, to draw your attention to Mr. Armstrong, who dedicated his whole life to interpreting the Bible. And he thought his message was so important to get across that he made all his literature free. Everything he has ever written is scot-free. If you're interested and you want any semblance of the truth, all you have to do is order it, and it will be delivered to your door, and it won't cost you a penny. To love a human being, it's entirely a matter for yourself. Good luck and God bless.